Welcome to Coach's Corner, Cat fans. Thanks for stopping in on this blustery Tuesday here in the CPAC. And practice was actually not bad weather, not bad temperature-wise, but it was windy. So, and with the daylight change, we get off a little bit sooner. Practice was a little shorter, and so that's that gets the kids home a little earlier, and we all feel a little bit better, I guess, when we get off a little bit quicker from practice. So. Looking forward to the challenge this week with St. Henry. We play at Sydney Stadium at 7 p.m. It's a really good venue. No track. It's really good for the fans. Both sides are about the same size. Really good locker room facilities. And so everything's really, really good for this game and playing at Sydney in that facility. For once, for the last 5 weeks, we've been playing in the rain and the mud and the slipping around. And so we'll be on the turf. That will be awesome. But let's back up here a little bit to Cincinnati Deer Park last week. They came in at 7-3 and playing really a decent league down in Cincinnati. And I know Wyoming's a really good team that's in their league, and so that's probably the best team in their league. But they've had some success. They came into town with about with only 30 players on their team, but they had about 5, I would say, really good players, but they did not have enough depth and enough playmakers to hang with us for the long haul. So the score was 49-14, I believe, and I think we were up 49-0. I think at one point, or maybe 42-0. And then the good thing about it was our seniors' last home game, and so we got all those seniors in. Some of those guys don't get to play as much as I'm sure they would like, but that's part of the way things go. And we got all those seniors in the whole second half, and so they had fun, and of course it was muddy, and there's everybody slipping around, and so they got that, and they always take pictures after the game and got to celebrate because they all got to play a significant amount of time, and the second half was pretty relaxed. So it was a good win for us. We got off to a really good start. We played really efficiently. We stopped them 3 and out, and scored. I don't think we punted the whole night, so scored almost every time we had the ball. So we felt good about it. And proud of those seniors that they all got to play that last game and enjoy it and have fun. And so, we came in and watched film briefly on Saturday morning, and then of course we're getting ready for St. Henry this week. And I'm going to guess they're not going to change much, and we're not going to change much. You make a few little tweaks and a few little adjustments, and maybe do some things that can help you win the game. But to be honest with you, at this point, we all kind of have our identity. They have their identity. They do what they do. We kind of do what we do, and you try to just play a good, clean game. And certainly, it's a good, really good matchup with lots of similar type players and similar positions. And really, it comes down to making plays. We always talk about who's going to make the big plays, who's going to make more big plays. And those big plays could be anything from what you see as a fan. A guy makes a great catch or a great throw or a great run, all the way down to for a lineman picking up a blitz or a defensive back knocking down a pass or something like that you don't maybe see from the stands. But and then they're a good team. They're a good team. It was a good, tough ball game last time. We made more mistakes than they did. We had, I think, 4 turnovers, and it's had some unfortunate kind of crazy things, the punt bouncing off the ground and hitting one of our guys in the legs and things like that. But so we're looking forward to the challenge this week. And it's going to be a good, tough ball game on the turf, and we'll see who wins it. And certainly we're gonna go down there. Our kids are feeling good. They're fresh. They feel good. They're excited about it. So we're going to take that challenge on. Shane is coming to school on and off, and trying to get himself in that rehab all the time, and try to continue to move forward. Seems to have a pretty positive attitude about it, and so hopefully he can continue to move on. Certainly our condolences go out to Marion Local and for the passing of Coach Toby. And it's just a sad thing. I know he was just talking to Coach Goodwin, one of the kids' favorite teachers and favorite coaches, and as a Marion guy, who just was a really good person from what I've heard, and I don't really know him very well, but just a tough loss, and so our hearts go out to the Marion local community, and certainly his family. So prayers to them. Last thing, I've done the player profiles, but I'm just going to take a minute here and really thank the coaching staff here at the high school level here, and so there's 8 of us, including me, and so the seven other coaches. Randy Wright coaches the defensive line, the defensive tackles, and the offensive tackles. Jason Hemmelgarn, who is our principal, he's kind of a jumps around and helps different places, but mainly works with the offense and helps with the quarterbacks. So Jason is actually a volunteer, so he gets out there when he can. Keenan Leakty is our running back coach and linebacker coach, and during games he really focuses on all the special teams and personnel, and then certainly watches his linebackers and fullbacks. Mark Bruns is our defensive coordinator, and he mainly stays with the defense, but he coaches our safeties and helps out with the linebackers sometimes, the outside linebackers. So Mark's the D coordinator and has a lot of good experience and is doing a heck of a job there. Dan Kenny. Dan is coaching our receivers and also helps Mark and he do all the safeties and coordinate the coverage business between the linebackers and the safeties, and the corners. So Dan Kenny, Joe Hewer. Joe is our defensive ends and guards and centers coach, and fortunately I had the opportunity of coaching Joe as a defensive end way back when. I guess not way back, but about 15 years ago, something like that. So Joe does a heck of a job, and then Corey Klinke is coaching our quarterbacks and corners, and Corey's about he's our youngest guy at I guess I think he'll be 29 here next spring. So we have good range of coaches. I'm 58, and Randy's close to me, and Hemi's about 10, and Key's about in there 8, and then Mark's I think 10 younger than Hemi, and Corey's about 10 younger than those guys. So we have a good range and mix of personalities, and I really want to thank those guys for all the work they do, and we call this bonus pays and bonus games, so we call them bonus paydays, and so it's a lot of time away from their families and their kids, and so really appreciate their input on all kinds of things and their friendship and all those types of things. So thanks, fellas, for that. So looking forward to the challenge Friday night, 7 o'clock at Sydney Stadium versus St. Henry.